after Derek Chauvin pressed down his knee on George Floyd's neck for almost 9 minutes, tragically, he died. The world took note. And because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the world was ready to stand up. Riots and protests broke out all over the world.
I need you to understand how painful it is to be reminded every day that your race means nothing.
And the Black Lives Matter movement grew exponentially stronger.
Black lives have always mattered. We have always been important. We have always meant something. We have always succeeded, regardless. And now is the time.
Was George Floyd's death proof of systematic racism? Is black oppression still a prominent thing in modern day Britain? And are black people doomed to fail in life simply because of the colour of their skin? I want to find out what went wrong and how I can make a difference in my own community. My name's HezyTek, and I'm a young black male living in Britain. I'm here to answer the big questions. Just doing my thing, don't care what they think. Driving in the fast lane, living like a king. Had enough flings, I'm bored of the ting. I'm winning out here, no one's on my team. Just doing my thing, don't care what they think. Driving in the
Today we are at Ealing Common for the Black Lives Matter event hosted by wonderful Georgia. So many people have turned up. But today, I want to find out what people think of the BLM movement. And lastly, what we can actually do in the local community to really make a difference. Have a look at this.
If you know black people close and well, you know we're full of love, and we're full of joy, and we're full of happiness, and we're full of song, and we're full of dance. This has been my whole life. This has been my entire life. I have 2 brothers who are the most amazing human beings. A father who has loved me every single second I've been in existence. Great black men. Not criminals. Not criminals. Not violent. Not unhappy. Strong, beautiful, wonderful black men.
This speech was really good, and the protesters who turned up really felt her message. What struck me though was that both black and white people came to the event who seemingly understood what black oppression meant. We got Gemma Oughton to interview one such girl.
Cool, hello. So show me what you've got on your sign there.
I've got white silences violence.
Agreed.
And a list of all the things that I can do with my white privilege. White privilege means that I can do the following without being harmed or killed. I can go jogging. I can go birding. I can relax at home. I can play loud music. I can play with the toy gun. I can get a traffic ticket, which I have got. I can party on New Year's Eve. I can sell CDs. I can own a fine. I can take out my wallet. I can run unarmed from the cops. And I can ask for help from a stranger.
In fact, more white people came to the event than black people, which made me think.
As a mum of 2 black children, I find it first repulsive and worrisome. I am a human being and I want to be recognized for who I am, and I want my children to have the same equal rights. I don't want them to be treated differently or better, exactly the same as a white counterpart, as a white people. I want everyone to see them and really hear them and listen to them and accept them. And to be honest with you, I just want the people to be kind to them, kinder than they were to me.
Clearly, there's a lot of pain coming from my community. And in that moment, I realized how deep the wounds that they endured really were.
Because when we were doing this 20 years ago, I never thought I'll be here 20 years later, talking about the same things, discussing the same issues.
And when you hear people saying all lives matter in response to the Black Lives Matter slogan, what requests would you have from members of the white community specifically, how they can make a meaningful change now?
When my son is bleeding, I'm not going to go and band-aid my daughter's knee, am I? I'm going to look after the injured party. So it's really important to understand, yes, all life matters, but to me, the minute you say that, what you do to me is you silence me. And then again, what you do to me, you embarrass me and you make me feel again the other, the outsider. It doesn't matter, your life doesn't matter, your feelings don't matter. Who you are, your essence doesn't matter. And then my color is the last thing about me. There's so many things. I'm Nemo, I'm a mother, I'm a wife to a wonderful husband. I'm your friend, Gemma. I've known you for 20 years. The last 2 weeks have been really hard to me. I haven't slept well, I haven't eaten well. I'm really hurt and I'm hurting and I don't know what to do. I feel like there's something on my chest that's choking me. And that's not happening to you. And you're telling me you're all right, you're living your life, you're living the best life that you are able to. And you're telling me it's fine for you to choke, it's fine for you to have nightmares, it's fine for you to look at your children and actually be heartbroken about the way your society is, the way your community is. And how am I supposed to react to that? Just think about it, Gemma.
I know, I agree. I'm not
saying, for example, if you want me,
when you hear people saying
that's how I feel. I feel, again, you're telling me, shut up. You don't count.
What would you like most to see from the white community?
I'd like them to stand with me. If they see my son being harassed by the police, I want them to stop and say, what is wrong? Can I help you? I want them, when they see something happening, I want them to stop and actually be present. I want them to be alert. I want them to say, I feel you, I feel for you. I can see your pain. I'm a human being. I know what you're thinking about and I know how you're feeling.
Truthfully though, I don't feel as if my life and career have been hindered in any way by being a black man. I've been on the BBC, I've played at the Russian Embassy and many of world famous jazz clubs. I run a company and a lot of my clients are white. But what if I'm living in Cloud 9? What if I'm living in Fantasyland and I'm not thinking as clearly as some of my peers in my own community? Tomorrow, we find out. Breaking all the rules, yeah. Breaking all the rules, yeah. Breaking all the rules, huh? Breaking all the rules, yeah. Breaking all the rules, huh? They might call me crazy, might be true, my mind's all hazy. I can see what I want. Never mind them rules, I just break all the rules. Yeah.
Wow, isn't this so huge today here in Pimlico for the Black Lives Matter protests? We got thousands and thousands of people here today to really support the cause, guys. Come in the shop, friend. Come in the shop. What do you say today, my brother?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I am just glad that we can all come together to support the bigger cause, you get me?
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter.
That's it.
This is bigger than the COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
It's massive. Like, this is a part of history, yeah?
So when I was younger, I really hoped that the hierarchy of getting more and more success in life would be based on purely competence and improving your skill sets and trying to improve your life, and therefore no matter what race you are, no matter what age you are, no matter what colour or religion you are, you could go up, especially in a place like the West where it's supposed to be multicultural and stuff like that. But as I've gotten older and gone and seen these kind of experiences, you start to realise loads and loads of black people that have really great qualifications, that have the degrees, still can't find jobs. Now in my particular case, I work for myself, so maybe I'm another victim of black oppression, but I don't even know it because I've never had the boss before in my life. But I have seen thousands upon thousands of stories in the media portraying the same narrative of black people not getting the jobs they want, not getting to the schools they want, not getting into the kind of places they want, not because of their qualifications, not because of their intelligence, not because of their brain or emotional intelligence, but because they're black. How prominent is this black oppression thing really is? We know it's there, but does it really ruin one's life? If you're black in Britain or America or any Western country, will it ruin you for good no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you work? Today, I want to find out. Follow me. What's your name, by the way, brother? Fernando.
Fernando, bro.
What are you saying, Fernando, man? Why you down here that time today?
I'm here to support the cause. Yeah. It's a lot going on in the world. George Floyd, we're here for you, the family and everything. And this is just the UK showing that we're a part of this whole movement. We want to do big things. We want things to change. And we're here for that.
We're here to support, and we're here to support in the right way, peaceful protesting. Do you think the Americans looting is going to the extreme today?
I think there's a gray area to that.
Big gray area.
Like, looting has started even before this whole Black Lives Matter. White racist people have been doing their thing on the low and everything, even looting. So we're just continuing it in our way. Do I say it's right? Sometimes I feel it's wrong, sometimes I feel it's right. But as the people here, we're here. George Floyd.
They love him. We love him.
George Floyd! Say his name!
George Floyd!
Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd!
This is such a surreal feeling. It's my first protest as big as this before, and it's such a nice thing to know that everyone's here for the exact same reason, for the exact same idea, man. It's a real surreal feeling in the heart. Never experienced anything like this in my entire life. Phenomenal.
I believe in black oppression, but not to the point where you can't achieve your wildest dreams. But right now, there's thousands of people around me fighting for this, and they can't all be wrong. Maybe there's something that I've missed.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! How are you finding the protest today, mate?
It's amazing. It's
Great.
amazing. It's the biggest crowd I've ever seen.
Good feeling, good energy,
it's
innit?
amazing feeling.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming down today, man. Cheers. Such a lovely crowd heading back through the town, marching for one reason through Vauxhall. It's raining right now. We're about to get really cold and wet, but we still here, baby. Because, a man died because of police brutality. And we gotta make some sort of change, because that kind of stuff can't happen again in modern day America, modern day Britain, or nobody else. George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! Floyd!
This is the tipping point of our generation, yeah? Civil rights movement was the tipping point of the 60s. This is our tipping point. This is actually a miracle. When in our time has everyone stopped working? When has everyone just stayed at home to actually open their eyes to the real problems that are facing in America and in this country? People, let's not forget, this country is built on slaves too. That's our continent.
100%.
Can you imagine? The cheek. At this point, personally, I don't see the whole system changing. This infrastructure, this institutional racism, systemic racism, is not going to change anytime soon. But what we're doing is basically killing ourselves, bending our backs just to get an inch forward. Just one small step forward.
Absolutely, because for someone else, it might take them one step. For us, we need 1,000 steps to get to the same bloody place.
Exactly. But you see, in the 60s, they killed themselves. They killed themselves just to get education, just to have no segregation.
Yeah.
We're here killing ourselves just to be equal. You know what? Just for that statement for Black Lives Matter, just for that statement. We're not even saying equal, we say matter.
Just matter. Just matter.
I just
Simple.
want to matter.
Simple thing.
I'm not even asking for too much.
Trust me, you're asking for money.
Lost far too many, and we are still losing. So we need to stop this. So in solidarity, we are one day clenching our fists into the sky to let them see that we are here. We will be heard. We will be listened to. Because enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough. Enough is enough. Is enough. Is enough.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. For over 401 years, we as a people been suffering into the hands of injustice, unfairness. We are getting killed by Corona and by the police and the injustice system. So if they don't give us justice, we won't give them. If they won't give us justice, then we won't give them peace. If they won't give us justice, then we won't give them peace. If they won't give us justice, then we won't give them peace. If they won't give us justice, then we won't give them peace. If they won't give us justice, then we won't give them peace. If they won't give us justice, then we won't give them peace. Ladies and gentlemen, just think how much it hurt on your knee at this point, and we haven't been here for 3 minutes on our knee. Just imagine what George Floyd felt when the officer had his knee in his neck. Enough of their knees in our black necks. Enough.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name? George Floyd. 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 George Floyd.
George Floyd.
What's her name? Breonna Taylor. 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 What's her name? Breonna Taylor.
The energy right now is unreal, and you can't help but get swept up by the passion and the pain in their voices.
What's her name? Breonna Taylor. What's her name? Breonna Taylor.
Awareness is great, don't get me wrong, but does protesting in the streets of London make a real change? A tangible change? I'm not convinced yet.
What's her name? Mary Virginia. What's her name? Mary Virginia. What's her name? Mary Virginia. Whose lives matter?
No matter if you're on the left or on the right, we all agree that what happened to George Floyd was absolutely disgusting and despicable.
Lives matter. Whose lives matter?
And for sure, we've got to speak up about it.
Black lives matter.
I'm really happy that in London we're protesting peacefully the right way. The looting and the rioting happening in America right now, I really don't believe in it. That's not the right way to solve our problems. We've got to go about it the right way. I started playing piano at the age of 10, and I became good. Really damn good. Audiences around the world loved my playing. I was world class, but despite selling out all of the jazz clubs I'd play at with my band, the club managers would never invite us back. Was this black oppression? Then I did a documentary about fried chicken on the BBC.
Back when I was 16, I used to have fried chicken, get this, 3 times a day. The juices are flowing from this thing like the River Thames.
On my first attempt, we quickly rose to the front page of BBC News, BBC iPlayer, and Apple News US, raking in millions of views.
Look at that! Oh my god! Look at that! That is sick!
The BBC did not bring me back for more. They gobbled me up and spit me right back out. Despite all of this talent, I am nowhere near where I should be. Could I be a victim of black oppression and didn't even know it? For the first time in my life, I felt as if I was part of a real family. I can't explain it, but it was a sense of real belonging.
Come on! Make the beat! Jeez! Yes! Lovely! There's been nothing like this in my entire life, mate. The energy! Like, I've been carnival bare times. There's more energy here than in carnival. No joke. Yes! No peace! No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
For this moment at least, we were free.
We've been doing this about 3 hours now, and truthfully, I don't know whether doing this makes a real difference. I think we got awareness for sure. We got awareness, and that's great. We always need awareness. We need to make our own businesses, our own governments. We need to take over control of what we have. What are you saying, my guy? How are you finding this whole thing?
Listen, yeah, police brutality is real.
We gotta control what we have as black people. Make our own businesses, make our own shops, make our own companies. You need to go home, become self-employed, make your own dinero, put it in your pocket and give it back to the people, because I tell you something, the rich are rich right now and they're laughing because right now they're in their big mansions, they're in their big yachts, probably traveling around the world right now, and what are we doing? We're marching. And don't get me wrong, guys, it's absolutely amazing, but we got to do something about it.
Money rules the world. It always has, it always will. And the only way to make a real change is by controlling it. There's no real way for me to conclusively answer whether me being a black man is the reason for my failures so far. And we have seen many of successful black people, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Oprah Winfrey, many of basketball players and football players, and even the CEO of McDonald's right now is a black man. It's possible. Maybe it's much harder to achieve your dreams as a black man. We don't know for sure. Whatever the case, we're not gonna give in. Personally, I've been very vocal about helping people in my own community, and that will never stop. That all being said, at least for now, the world has woken up.
On a voyage of self-discovery, history ain't gonna be me. I've learned from my mistakes, never gonna do 2 takes of this race. No, it's over me, I know what I can see. Yeah, yeah, where's my place to be? It's raining over me, don't know where I should be. Yeah, yeah, I'm the outcast, I'm the outcast, yeah.